The sun sets over the plains. A warm breeze carries the scent of dry grass and distant rain. On a hilltop, stones whisper stories of the past. This is the story of Pizanhari, a woman who turned dust into devotion. In the 15th century, in the heart of India, lived a woman. She had no last name, no family to speak of. She was simply known as Pisanhari, the one who grinds flour. Every day she ground wheat for the villagers, her life as humble as the grain she touched. Yet within her heart, a dream was taking root. Pizanhari was a Jain, a follower of a path of non-violence and spiritual liberation. Her days were filled with hard work, but her spirit was nourished by her faith. She believed that even the smallest act done with pure intention could be an act of devotion. And so, she saved every paisa, every copper coin, from her meager earnings. In those days, temples were built by kings and wealthy merchants. No one expected a woman like Pizanhari to have such grand aspirations. But Pizanhari carried a different kind of wealth, the wealth of her unwavering faith. She dreamt of a place where people could gather, pray, and find solace in their shared beliefs. Time has faded many details of Pizanhari's life. Her story survives through the whispers of the wind, passed down through generations in hushed tones. Local Jain records mention her name, a testament to the impact she had on her community. Even the Archaeological Survey of India acknowledges the mystery surrounding the temple's origins. High on a hill in Jabalpur, where the land stretches out in a patchwork of green and gold, stands a place that has watched over the city for centuries. This is no ordinary hill. It is a place where history, legend, and devotion come together, and where the dreams of a humble woman have been carved into stone for all time. From this vantage point, the city below seems small, the noise and bustle of daily life fading into the distance. Here, the air is filled with a sense of peace, and the spirit of Pizanhari, the woman whose vision gave birth to this sanctuary, seems to linger in every stone and every breeze that rustles through the trees. The temple that crowns this hill is known as Pisanhari Ki Marhia. It is more than just a building, it is a living testament to the power of faith, perseverance, and the indomitable spirit of one woman. Pizanhari, whose name means the grinder of flour, was not born into wealth or privilege. She was an ordinary woman, living a simple life. Yet her extraordinary devotion and determination have left a mark that endures to this day. As visitors climb the winding path to the temple, they are following in the footsteps of countless pilgrims who have come here seeking inspiration, solace, and a connection to something greater than themselves. The temple stands as a beacon, reminding all who visit that greatness can arise from the humblest beginnings. The structure itself is unassuming, built from local stone and blending seamlessly into the natural landscape. There are no grand towers or gilded domes here, just the quiet dignity of a place built with love and purpose. Its beauty lies in its simplicity, in the way it harmonizes with the earth around it. The temple's modest design is a reflection of Pizanhari's own life, straightforward, honest, and deeply rooted in faith. The stones, weathered by time and the elements, seem to whisper stories of devotion and resilience. Every corner, every step, every carved detail speaks of the countless hands that have cared for this place, and the generations who have found hope and strength within its walls. Among the temple's most remarkable features is a simple grinding stone, set into the wall as a silent tribute to the woman who built it. This stone, once used by Pizanhari herself, is a powerful symbol of her journey, from grinding flour to building a sanctuary that would outlast her own lifetime. Nearby, an inscription carved into the ancient stone marks the temple's construction in the 15th century, anchoring it firmly in the history of Jabalpur. These details, though small, are reminders of the enduring legacy of Pizanhari's faith and determination. As the sun sets over the hill, casting long shadows across the temple's weathered stones, one cannot help but feel the presence of the woman whose dreams turned a simple hill into a place of wonder, reverence, and inspiration for generations to come. When you first step into Pisanhari Ki Marhia, you might expect to be awed by towering pillars, intricate goldwork, or the imposing presence that so many ancient temples are known for. But what truly sets this temple apart is not its size, its grandeur, or any display of opulence. Instead, it is the spirit in which it was built, a spirit that radiates humility, compassion, and unwavering faith. The gentle sunlight that filters through its windows seems to illuminate not just the stone floors, but the very essence of devotion that lingers in the air. Every corner of this temple whispers stories of selfless love and quiet strength, inviting visitors to pause and reflect on what truly matters. Unlike many grand monuments that were commissioned by kings or emperors to showcase their power, Pisanhari Ki Marhia stands in stark contrast. There are no royal emblems carved into its walls, no extravagant decorations meant to impress or intimidate. The entrance is simple, almost unassuming, blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings. It is a place that welcomes everyone, regardless of status or wealth, and reminds us that true sanctity does not require riches or influence. Here, the absence of luxury is not a sign of neglect, but a deliberate choice, a reflection of the values upon which the temple was founded. The story of Pisanhari Ki Marhia is not one of royal patronage or vast resources. Instead, it is the story of a single woman known only as Pizanhari, whose name itself means the grinder of grain. She had nothing to her name but the clothes she wore and an unbreakable devotion to her faith. Day after day she toiled with her own hands, grinding grain to earn a meager living. Yet, from her humble earnings, she saved whatever she could, driven by a dream to build a place of worship for her community. Her determination was unwavering, her spirit unyielding. She did not seek recognition or reward. Her only wish was to create a sanctuary where anyone could come to find peace, solace, and a connection to the divine. Pizanhari Ki Marhia stands today as a living testament to the power of pure devotion. It reminds us that the truest acts of faith are not measured by wealth or grandeur, but by the sincerity of the heart. The temple's walls echo with the prayers of generations, each one a tribute to the woman who gave everything she had, not for glory, but for love. In a world often dazzled by displays of power, this temple quietly teaches us that the greatest strength lies in humility, and that the most enduring monuments are those built with love, sacrifice, and an open heart. Even today, the grinding stone holds a place of honor within the temple walls. It is a reminder of Pizanhari's humility, her dedication, and the power of small, consistent efforts. People come from far and wide to pay their respects, to meditate, and to draw inspiration from the woman who dared to dream big. Pizanhari's story is a beacon of hope, a testament to the extraordinary that resides in the ordinary. In a world that often celebrates grand gestures and monumental achievements, we sometimes forget the quiet power of a single, determined soul. Pizanhari, an unassuming woman with humble beginnings, reminds us that greatness is not always born from privilege or power, but from the courage to act, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Her journey began not with fanfare, but with a simple desire to make a difference, a desire that would ultimately inspire generations. Pizanhari's legacy tells us that greatness is not reserved for the privileged few. It is not something that only the wealthy, the powerful, or the famous can claim. Instead, it is woven into the fabric of everyday life, waiting to be awakened in each of us. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion, every time we choose to help another, these are the seeds of greatness. The story of Pizanhari is a reminder that ordinary people, through simple yet persistent actions, can create extraordinary change. It is a call to recognize the value in ourselves and in those around us, no matter how unremarkable our circumstances may seem. The potential for greatness lies within each of us, waiting to be discovered. It is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it is a quiet voice urging us to take the first step, to believe in ourselves, to trust that our efforts matter. Pizanhari's story encourages us to look inward, to find that spark of inspiration, and to nurture it with patience and perseverance. We may not all build temples or move mountains, but we can all make a difference in our own unique ways. The journey begins with a single thought, a single action, and the belief that we are capable of more than we imagine. Like a pebble dropped in a still pond, our actions, however small, can create ripples that touch countless lives. We may never fully see the impact of our choices, but every kind word, every helping hand, every moment of courage sends waves of hope and possibility into the world. Pizanhari's life is proof that even the smallest gesture can set great change in motion. When we act with intention and compassion, we become part of something larger than ourselves, a movement that can transform families, communities, and even history itself. We all have a Pizanhari within us. Each of us carries the potential to shape the world around us, to lift others up, and to leave a legacy of hope. It does not matter where we come from or what resources we have. What matters is the strength of our spirit and the willingness to act. Pizanhari's example teaches us that humility and determination are powerful forces. When we come together, support one another, and believe in our shared dreams, we can accomplish the impossible. We just have to dare to believe in our own dreams. The journey may be long and the challenges may be great, but every step forward brings us closer to our own mountain. Let Pizanhari's story remind us that no dream is too small, no effort too insignificant. With faith in ourselves and in each other, we can move mountains, one pebble at a time.